Coming up on Mountain News this morning, schools are back in action as Kentucky students returned to school yesterday and others starting today. Plus, one Kentucky student is beginning to make his remarkable journey to recovery after a car crash almost took his life.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We're coming up on 6 o'clock this Thursday morning, and it is the first day or the second day for some of you, but nonetheless, school is back. So let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Jawbridge for a look at your forecast.
You know how some of the kids are like walking out the door like this, can't wait, going back, we got to do homework. The parents are jumping up from down. 70 outside our door, a little fog and a little haze this morning in the heart of Perry County. Not only here, but also back into the Cumberland Valley. Also, as you make your way up into West Virginia, visibility less than a mile up at Charleston. 71 Ashland, it's 72 Somerset, 70 at Jonesville. Good morning to you down at Jacksboro. It is 72 your way. Had a couple of showers that lost their umpapa heading past the midnight hour last night. This is basically the fringe effects of Debbie as that heads up the East Coast. We'll deal with this shower threat again mid to late afternoon into tonight, basically this evening up until about 8 or 9 o'clock. That system moves through tomorrow. You're going to love when that system moves through what is actually behind it. That's going to set the stage for a picture-perfect weekend. For today, the fog burns off. Mixed sun and clouds, shower or thunder shower after 3 or 4 o'clock and a high of 88. The school day forecast coming up in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. School districts throughout the mountains are getting back into the swing of things. While several counties hosted the first day of school yesterday, WYMT's Buddy Forbes was in Pike County as students walked into a new school year.
Good morning, Mustang. We are all so happy to see our wonderful students back on Mustang Mountain.
Pike County kids are back in the classrooms.
A new school year is always it's challenging, but it's also exciting.
As a new school year welcomes changes, like the promotion of the district's new superintendent, Freddie Bowling.
We're excited for the school year. Had a great first morning. Our schools are ready. They're open. Our teachers are energetic. Our staff's energetic.
While Bowling has worked in education for decades and previously served as assistant superintendent, he says the new role and new year come with a lot of new opportunities.
There's really an excitement in the air. Anytime you got new staff, new role, new superintendent, we're excited to get started and see what happens.
With 4 new principals taking the reins at some of the area schools, like Millard School's Jake Robinson, who is filling the shoes of former principal Misty Riddle.
Okay, you are going to succeed.
Yeah, I hope really we can just continue the Mustang way here, the culture that she's kind of created. You know, I bring my own kind of different strategies into the mix, but you know, she's really been beneficial to me.
He says seeing the kids back in the desks and having the teachers and staff reuniting with their callings has been a great way to start the new year.
We're just blessed here with such a tremendous community and support for these kids. And really, this whole school is such a team effort.
And educators agree that no matter what changes come as classes begin,
I just hope our kids are safe, first and foremost, and that our students are just educated to a very high level.
the most important thing is the kids who walk through the doors. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials say they are looking forward to seeing the students excel this year. And we want to remind you that you can go to our website to see when your school starts back. We have compiled a list of schools and their start dates at WYMT.com. Quite a few schools started yesterday, while some begin the new year later today. We also have start dates for those schools in our coverage area out of West Virginia, Virginia, and Tennessee. From 2013 to 2022, there were nearly 1,000 deadly school transportation-related crashes. A sobering statistic to remember as school buses are getting back on the road with the new year about to begin. Steve Chappelle, school safety coordinator with Warren County Public Schools, said these incidents can come from a plethora of issues. This includes things like distracted driving, speeding, and ignoring bus warning signs.
We enforce those laws, storm arm violations, and we're very strict about them. Amy Chandler, our county attorney, is very proactive on that. So is our sheriff, Britt Hightower, Warren County Public Schools as well. You know, if we see a driver pass a school bus or commit a violation around a school bus, we will issue a citation on that. And that's one of the things that we do to keep our kids safe.
Penalties for illegally passing a stop arm start with a $100 to $200 fine and can lead up to several months in prison if this continues. A teen has finished his recovery at the Fraser Institute in Louisville and is headed back to Eastern Kentucky. 17-year-old Ethan Bowling was known as an excellent wrestler and football player in his hometown of Jackson. Back in May, he was hurt in a car crash along with 2 others. He had a traumatic brain injury, and it was weeks before he could even sit up or breathe on his own. He was released from Fraser Rehab yesterday after a month. Bowling's mom says his progress is evident.
He's walking, he's talking. I mean, he is as independent as he can be, and we're hoping just to continue the process.
How are you? Ethan. Well, they're all waiting for you. Where do you want them to?
Bowling can now walk more than 200 feet without assistance and eats full-on meals on his own. Excitement at Eastern Kentucky University yesterday as the ribbon was cut for a renovated university landmark and a new walkway to keep students safe. The newly renovated Knee Hall will be home to 582 students. It closed back in 2019 before renovations began. Along with the Residence Hall, EKU celebrated a brand new pedway crossing the Eastern Bypass. University officials say it was built for student safety and accessibility. One Eastern Kentucky representative is being recognized for his service in the Kentucky General Assembly. The Kentucky Association for Career and Technical Education presented its award for meritorious service to Representative Bobby McCool of Van Leer in Johnson County. It was presented on behalf of Career and Technical Education in Kentucky. How do I say that word?
And a good Thursday to you. Let's get you a check of the satellite weather composite. Again, get a little haze, a little fog. We've got some cloud cover issues too, and it just varies depending on where you are. Thickest out to the east, and these showers ended up dying as we headed past the midnight hour. So the way that ended up playing out the last few hours, kind of the way that things will play out mid to late afternoon to this evening as we get a couple of showers and a thunder shower to pop up across eastern and southern Kentucky, and then we deal with this system dropping in for tomorrow and let it drop in, because once it moves on through, the weekend, more than 2 thumbs up. All right, outside our door, mostly clear. It is 70, and winds right now, they are calm. This was allowing for a little haze and fog to develop. We warm up into the lower 80s by the lunch hour, and for the afternoon, we top out at 88 here in Hazard with the risk of a shower or thunder shower again mid to late afternoon to this evening. So soccer practices, football practices, eye to the sky, and just listen for that thunder. All right, more about this delightful weather coming in with the 7-day forecast in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. And thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. When we return, today marks a grim reminder for the state of Hawaii, which lost the lives of more than 100 people last year from a fire.